Inside Mississippi JUCO Football is brought to you by Heritage Properties of Laurelwood, Clinton, and Byram. More information can be found at heritageproperties.com. MACJC, the Mississippi Association of Community and Junior Colleges. C Spire Wireless, Farm Bureau Insurance, the Mississippi Army National Guard, the Mississippi Sports Hall of Fame and Museum, Mississippi Blood Services, Mississippi Sports Medicine, and EnviroTurf Services.
Hi, I'm Travis Raycheck, and welcome to another edition of Inside Mississippi JUCO Football, brought to you by heritageproperties.com as we come to you tonight from inside the Mississippi Sports Hall of Fame and Museum, showcasing our Mississippi community and junior college athletic superiority, academic prowess, and economic impact. This week's Game of the Week takes us to Wesson and home of the 2012 MACJC state champs, the Colin Wolves. They're hosting their arch rival, the Southwest Bears, who are led by a first-year coach and Brookhaven native, Tucker Peavy, who comes over from Southern Miss. Here's Mike Frazier with the highlights.
And to Wesson we go as these two schools sit just 30 minutes apart. A long-standing rivalry between the Southwest Bears and the Colin Wolves. Wolves aiming for a 7-2 season after coming off a state championship last year. Daniel Fitzwater to the air and got his man, Devontae Nichols, 48-yard touchdown, 2-point conversion good, and it's 8-0 Colin. On the ground, here come the Bears. Jamal Hall bounces off one. Now watch him off another one. Tiptoe down the far sideline. Dive into the end zone. Touchdown Bears. Game tied at 7. Got to show you this one, even though it was called back to a penalty. Fake pitch downfield. Touchdown caught in the back of the end zone by McDonald to be called back due to a holding call. They'd run it right on the ground. Turner would take it in from 1 yard out. It's 15-7. Midway through the second quarter, more Fitzwater to Javon Washington, a bullet right on the money. Fitzwater would throw for 447 yards and 2 touchdowns. All right, more Colin in the second half. Off the outside, Kelton Smith going to find the seam, and he's gone. 41 yards, and Colin leading at 28-7. Bears bounce back. D'Angelo Ballard right down Park Avenue and bulldozes his way into the touchdown to cut it to 28-14. Bears hanging around, but Colin answers back. Davis with the touchdown run here from 7 yards out, and the Wolfpack would win this one 42-14. What was it like playing and being a Southwest Bear?
Oh, man. The atmosphere this year was way better than it was last year. I mean, we came up short. Hey, but we had a better season than we had last year. I enjoyed it, man. I enjoyed it.
How tough was this league?
Oh, man. This is one of the toughest leagues to play in, you know. Everybody that you play, hey, they all on the same level, man. It's never an easy game, no matter how you play or who you looking at. It's never an easy game.
Daniel, your thoughts after playing 1 year in the MACJC?
I had a lot of fun. I met a good group of guys and had a lot of fun together.
This football team, 7-2 in a tough league in a tough division, and you're not going to qualify for the playoffs. Just talk about your year.
You know, we slipped up a little bit against Gulf Coast, and Jones, but overall it was a great year, I thought. We had a lot of great guys, and all I had to do was
You're a Mississippi Delta kid. You find your way to Wesson. Why Colin?
Colin, Coach Davis. Coach Davis is one of the greatest guys, greatest coach I ever came in contact with. Coach McDougal was here last year. He recruited me, and Coach Williams, and I just bonded with those guys as soon as they came to Clarksdale and recruited me.
What schools are interested in you for next year?
As of now, I'm verbally committed to Southern Miss, but Ole Miss is very interested. Auburn is interested. Memphis, Cincinnati, pretty much a lot of SEC schools. I'm just trying to get that offer.
Coach, 7-2, another terrific year. You follow this up after the state championship last year.
Yeah, I mean, anytime you can go 7-2 in the South Division, I mean, it's the toughest division, just like the SEC West, I guess, this year. It's mighty tough, and our kids just kept battling all year. We came up short in a couple ball games that would feel like we should still be playing, but you have to give the teams credit too. And like I said, we had a great group of sophomores. This sophomore class won the most games that we'd won since in my 10 years here, 16 ball games, finished 16-5, and really excited about them and proud for them and some of the things that they got going for them.
Rank this recruiting class to all your other ones.
It's really good. I mean, the freshman quarterback playing like he did, losing a lot of good players that we lost last year. We didn't know where we were going to be. He's the big key to all of it. Pulling the trigger. In this league, you got to have a quarterback, and if you don't, you're not going to win many games. But the old linemen, Jacob Fleming, Nick Lucky, and Cullen Greer, and Quintarius Willis, those guys have played as freshmen. Our skilled guy running backs are going to be back. DeLance Turner and DeQuinn Davis. We lose Kelton and Smith and Van Lee, but we got a really great group there offensively. Defensively, we got to mix in some parts, but we got a good group coming back. We were talking about recruiting today, as a matter of fact, and so we have a good nucleus coming back on both sides of the ball. So, I think we did some good things in recruiting last year.
And here are the rest of the scores from our Mississippi Sports Medicine scoreboard from Week 9 around the MAC-JC. Here's a look at the standings around the league after Week 9. Here are your statistical leaders from around the conference. Your top QB is East Mississippi's Dontrell Pruitt, who eclipsed 3,000 passing yards for the year. He finished the regular season with 3,095. The current MAC-JC leading rusher is Antoine Wells of Mississippi Gulf Coast. The top receiver in the MAC-JC, Colin's Casey Gladney, leads the league with 60 catches for 977 yards and 8 touchdowns. And on the defensive side of the ball, it's Colin's Jordan Harris. He's been at the top all season, leading the league with 126 tackles. And here are this week's MAC-JC Players of the Week as voted on by the Sports Information and Public Relations Directors from around the MAC-JC. On offense, on defense, and special teams. Plus, we wanted to recognize Columbus, Mississippi native and Northwest Mississippi Community College running back Damian Baker, who rushed for 2,002 yards this season, becoming only the 5th Ranger running back to to achieve this milestone, Baker joins the company of Lavelle Danzy, John Avery, Kevin Jones, and Eldra Buckley. Both Avery and Buckley went on to play in the NFL. Congratulations, Damian. Here are the latest NJCAA national rankings, and for the Mississippi JUCO teams, no changes. Still at number 2, East Mississippi, followed at number 4 by Jones County Junior College. Right behind them at 5 is Mississippi Gulf Coast. Colin there at number 9, and rounding out the list at number 16, Hines Community College. Our first community college feature takes us to Summit, to the campus of Southwest Mississippi Community College, where third-year president Dr. Steve Bishop and his staff have taken an aggressive approach to upgrading campus facilities. Here's Mike Frazier with the story.
And we're here on the campus of Southwest Mississippi Community College in Summit, where they continue to impact their community, both athletically and academically. And their economic impact to their district, very strong. In fact, we come to you today from inside the Regional Workforce Training Center. Let's show you what it's about and tell you all about what they're doing here in Pike County on the campus of Southwest Mississippi Community College. And we're here with Dr. Steve Bishop, president of Southwest Mississippi Community College. And Dr. Bishop, what specifically does Southwest Mississippi Community College offer its students?
Mike, glad you asked that question. We offer, just like what most community colleges offer, we have the academic transfer courses where students can come in and take their basic core classes that can take care of their prerequisites for any major that they choose. And then they can transfer that to any college or university of their choice. Of course, we have a career technical program. We have 22 career technical programs here at the college, ranging from office type work to diesel mechanics to water well drilling, welding, whatever you can think of there. So a variety of programs that we offer our students here where they can come to Southwest and go for a year or two and receive that certificate or the Associates of Applied Science and then be ready for the workforce.
Athletically, in your second full year as president, man, has the facilities improved and grown, starting with lights on the field and others. Can you talk about that?
Well, you know, we're working to be as competitive as possible, and everybody likes facilities. You got to have the appropriate facilities for the sport, whatever sport you're speaking about. Been here for 2 years as president. Before that, though, I was dean of students for 7 years, vice president of student affairs. And we realize that our facilities have served us well, but we also need to make a lot of improvements as well. We have brand new lights on the football field. We have new fencing at the football field. We have a brand new press box at the football field. Brand new sound system there at football. Brand new seating in the gymnasium, our basketball center. We've put up brand new backstops and fencing at baseball as well as softball. New press boxes at both of those places, baseball and softball. We're looking at doing some improvement or having some improvement take place in soccer. Just so many things that we need, and we've tried to address those. We have brand new weights in our weight room. Southwest Mississippi Regional Medical Center has partnered with us, and they have funded those weights. If you get a chance, you need to go down and look at the weight room. Our locker room in football has been revamped as well with a lot of the work and effort from people on our campus. So if you get a chance to look around before you guys leave today, we'd love for you to do that. And we feel like when we bring a recruit on our campus and we bring families on our campus, we feel like that they will certainly give us a fair shot, and we feel like we'll get our fair number of those. And we want to let them know we'll take care of them with their facilities, take care of them in academics. As far as housing goes, the same way. So we want to give them what they need.
Dr. Bishop, you're in your second season. You had a 5-year plan when you came in. Where along your vision, can you let the audience know about your vision through the first 5 years? You've touched on some of the growth, but what will happen here on campus over the next 3 seasons?
We're also looking to build a brand new dorm. We're in need of new dorm space, better dorm space. We've been in talks now for a while, even back several years ago, we thought about building dorms. We haven't gotten to that point. We're looking now, though, to build a brand new men's dorm, and we think that that should be up hopefully in a year and a half or so. That's going to be a big facility for us. One that we would like to do is develop a patio between our student union and our career technical building, our vocational technical building there. It would be a nice area where we could close that off from traffic and where we could have a nice patio, whether it be brick pavers or whatever. We just think that would be a nice gathering place for our students, kind of be the hub of the campus since it's next to our women's dorm, next to the career technical building, next to our student union, pretty close to our basketball center. So that will be a nice addition, we think. And we're always looking at trying to improve, and those plans change from time to time. But we're making progress much quicker than I thought we would, so we're excited about that.
Congratulations on the early success and continued success to you and the Southwest Mississippi Community College Bear program.
Thank you very much. Look forward to visiting with you again sometime soon.
That is Dr. Steve Bishop, president of Southwest Mississippi Community College.
Now our C Spire Spotlight Where Did They Go segment as we catch up with former Mississippi Community and Junior College student athletes. JUCO Weekly recently went to Belhaven to talk with some former Mississippi JUCO student athletes.
Freeman Gray joins us, former East Central Community College Warrior. Your experience down in Decatur.
I had a good experience. I didn't get to play my first year. Came off ACL injury, but my sophomore year I started and had a couple of big plays there and had a good experience.
Why East Central Community College?
They were the only JUCO that actually came and looked at me, and that's the only scholarship I had coming out of high school. So
that scholarship at ECC in Decatur propelled you here to Belhaven University. How's that experience been?
The experience here has been good. The offense is a little bit different, but I mean, it's just been a really good experience. They toss the ball around a lot, so I mean, share the ball with other players, so that's good.
What is your degree that you're aiming to achieve here at Belhaven, and what do you want to do with it?
My degree is sports medicine and kinesiology, and I hope to open my own practice. I don't know where yet, probably in Jackson or Memphis. So,
Patrick, you come from Gulf Coast Community College, a program that has a long-standing winning tradition. How was that experience for you?
I loved it. It's a great experience. I learned a lot from there. They had great coaching staff, great players. It's a family. You only got 2 years with them, and it was a great experience, and I learned a lot.
In particular, talk about your experiences while going to class on the Gulf Coast campus and participating as a student athlete.
It wasn't that hard of a transition. The coaches and the teachers were welcoming to the players there. They love football. I learned a lot there. They were down to earth. They would help you out anytime you need it. They would be there on your schedule, and it felt like home, basically.
Why did you choose Belhaven University?
Belhaven. I chose Belhaven because I felt like that's where God wanted me to be, and that's ultimately why I chose there. There was other places I could have gone to, but I chose that because I believe that's where God wanted me to be, and I'm starting to realize that more and more as I'm here. So.
Our next community college feature takes us to Wesson, to the home of Colin Community College, where building for the future was the theme for the 2012-2013 academic year, as they initiated plans on several new construction and renovation projects. Here's the full story.
And here at the Colin Community College campus in Wesson, where they continue to make a difference athletically. Just last year, they won a football state championship. Here houses the winningest active coach in the history of the National Junior College Athletic Association, and that is Gwyn Young, who is also athletic director. They're also making a difference in their community and in the classroom. Let's take a tour of the Colin Community College campus here in Wesson. And we're here at the Wolf Hollow Golf Course here on the campus of Colin Community College in Weston, joined by Dr. Ronnie Nettles, president of Colin Community College. Dr. Nettles, great venue here on campus.
Well, we're delighted to have you on campus today, and certainly our Wolf Hollow Golf Course is one of the things that makes us a little unique around the state.
A lot of changes and a lot of growth continuing to happen here on the Colin Community College campus. Can you talk about some of that?
Well, I think some of the things that we've done, especially around facilities the last few years, we're especially proud of. At our Natchez campus, a couple years ago, we opened a new instructional building, our Hal C. Garner instructional building that was primarily for some of our pre-professional health-related programs, also respiratory care, and just a beautiful facility and one that we're very, very proud of. We also opened up a new men's dormitory this past year at the Weston campus. It's a beautiful facility and it's been extremely popular with our students, and we use it as an honors dorm for our men's student. And it was so successful, in fact, that we're looking at also doing the same for our women. We have on our planning board an opportunity to build a new women's dormitory this next year or two, and we think that it'll be well received on campus and would allow us to continue to upgrade some of our facilities. In addition to that, we have some older facilities that we're renovating, including Elsie Hall, which was a building that was constructed in 1928. It's in the center of our campus, and we're looking forward to turning that from a dormitory into a classroom multi-use facility that should add a lot to our campus, and especially the center of the area that we're trying to improve. So it's a lot going on. We've got a new instructional building for our child care program that hope to break ground on in this next spring.
Athletically, you continue to excel on the field and in the classroom.
Yeah, of course, on the field was a tremendous year for all of our athletic teams last year. Our football team, as you know, won the state championship, the first time that we had done that since 1985, so that created a lot of excitement around athletics. But we also had some success with our women's basketball team, and our golf team finished #1 in the state. But as you mentioned, we were also very proud that several of our teams finished in academics in the top 5. Our men and women's tennis team and our softball team ranked #2 nationally in academics, and our golf team finished 19th in the country in academics. And it's not just those sports. Across the board, I think we had 19 student athletes who were recognized by the NJCAA for academic achievement. I think that was probably the largest number in the state. So, you know, we're very proud of the athletic program, but also the academic program that goes along with it.
And also regarding robotics, a robotics club that has really taken off here in Weston.
Yeah, it's a unique concept that was really initiated by one of our faculty members that teaches physics for us, and he involved our career and technical division in establishing initially a robotics team that has went on to compete nationally, and they finished 6th in the nation this past year in an international competition in Washington State. Just really excited what it's done for those students too. Many of them are getting job opportunities. It has a tremendous potential for growth, and certainly for these young men and women that are part of it, really situates them in a good position to get jobs afterwards.
Dr. Nettles, good to visit with you, and thank you so much for your time.
Thank you again, Mike. We appreciate you being on campus.
That is Dr. Ronnie Nettles, president of Colin Community College here in Weston.
Now time for our JUCOweekly.org scouting report as we take a look at current MAC-JC players who are receiving plenty of attention from senior universities around the nation. At linebacker, there's Colin's Jordan Harris, who led the league in total tackles from wire to wire this season. He has several colleges showing interest, such as Southern Miss, Ole Miss, Auburn, and Cincinnati. His teammate, Colin quarterback Daniel Fitzwater, already a qualifier and receiving major interest from teams such as Alabama, TCU, and Texas, plus multiple other offers around the country. Fitzwater had 2 400-yard plus passing games and threw for 2,684 yards this season. At defensive back, Holmes Community College's T. Shepard, who has a long list of schools looking at him. That includes Arizona State, Baylor, Oklahoma, Oregon State, Utah, Washington, and many others. And at running back, East Mississippi's LaKendrick Thomas. He's flying a little low on the radar as of now, but is expected to receive plenty of college offers this winter. Thomas, finishing third in the MACJC, had 94 carries for 802 yards and 11 touchdowns. The state playoffs are now set, and they will begin on Saturday as number 2 East Mississippi hosts number 5 Mississippi Gulf Coast at 2 p.m. and Itawamba travels to number 4 Jones County Junior College at 3 p.m. We will have those highlights for you next week. For more information about MACJC athletics, such as stats, scores, and headline news, that can be found at JUCOweekly.org. Thanks for watching another edition of Inside Mississippi JUCO Football, brought to you by HeritageProperties.com, as we leave you tonight from inside the Mississippi Sports Hall of Fame and Museum with pictures from Week 9 around the MACJC. Good night.